Hi guys, and welcome to the second tutorial in my series on getting started with Photoshop making a DVD cover. So hopefully you've already seen the first tutorial on this, so you will have made your canvas ready for your DVD cover. So in this tutorial we're going to have a look at how we import images, how we crop them, and how we adjust and change the images for our canvas. So without further ado, let's get stuck in. Okay guys, so the next thing we need to do is to import our image. So bring it in to the Photoshop project that we've created and place it on the DVD canvas that we've made. So I'm going to do that this way. There are many different ways of doing this, but this is the way I like doing it. So come up here and minimize the project slightly. I'm then going to come down to a browser window I've already got open and an image that I found. So this is the image I want to use. So using the left button on the mouse, hold the left button down, drag the image onto our canvas, wait until the plus sign appears, and then let go, and then you'll see that the image appears. I'm going to go back over here now and maximize my project. So we need to place this picture. There are many different ways of doing this, but I like to use this. So you can just enter, or you can do a commit transform. So I'm just going to click on this tick sign, and now our image is placed, ready for us to start using. When I did that, you'll see over in the corner here a layer appeared. So this layer here is this image, and this layer, the background, is the white background that we can just see behind it. So if we click on the eye, you basically turn that layer off so we can't see the image anymore, and we just see this background. If we click the eye back on again, we can see the image layer again. Equally, you can turn off the background, and then that goes to what we call a transparency. So I'm going to click that back on so that it's white. Right, with the image layer selected, so if we go back over here, you'll see if I click on that, that means that the background is selected, so our canvas is selected, which means that anything that we do during the time that this is selected will be applied to just this layer. If we move back up and then select that, that means that this layer, the image layer, is selected, so anything that we do is applied to this layer. So keep this in mind. There's a fundamental thing with Photoshop, is that it only applies changes to layers that we have selected. So I'm going to select the image layer, and you can see this image isn't quite fitting the canvas. There's a bit of a gap around the side, so we can change that. If we come over to here and hover on here, you'll see this is the move tool. If we click on that and then come back over to where our image is, we can move this image around, so we can place it wherever we want it. So I'm going to place it about there. We can also adjust the size, which is called transform. In order to do that, first up we need to zoom out a little bit so we can see better. So like in the first tutorial, hold down the control key and press minus, and now we can see what we're doing. And then if you once again press down the control key and press T, T stands for transform. So now you'll see that the image slightly changes, where we have the options to move the image around. If we want, we can stretch this image by just grabbing one of these handles and stretching it by pulling it, holding the left button down on the mouse and pulling it. However, we don't want to distort and change this image. We don't want to stretch it out, elongate it, or make it look distorted. So to stop that from happening, we hold down the shift key, and then we grab one of these handles. So I'm going to grab this handle here, and you can see that the image starts to resize but doesn't stretch. I'm then going to come over to this side, hold the shift button down and pull across with the left button down on the mouse, so that we're starting to fill our canvas. I want to apply those changes, so once again click on the tick. I'm then going to come back over to the move tool, move this around, get the image close to where I want it to be, which is about there. Finally, we want to make sure that our image fits the canvas perfectly. So in order to do that, we need to crop it to the size of the canvas. So we come over here, hover onto this box, hold the left button down on the mouse and then move over, and you'll see we have the option of crop tool. So let go of the left button on the mouse and you'll see it's now selected the image, and it's selecting the image around the canvas size. We then come up to image and click on crop. So now we know that the image perfectly fits our canvas. Okay guys, so we've imported an image and cropped it to our canvas size. Thank you for watching, and I will see you in the next tutorial.